Hi there guys, I'm Sharon and today we're going to be talking about pain and healing. And now I'm a hypnotherapist and I work at the volunteer at the TDF. The TDF is a charity which has been on site here at the hospital for the last, it's been running for 20 years. We offer complementary therapy to staff of the hospital, patients, but also family members and basically anyone who needs it. So please do come down and see us and do check us out. You can find us on www.tdf.org.uk. But as I mentioned, today we're going to be talking all about chronic pain and healing. Now, in my private practice, I actually specialise in this area, and I can fully appreciate coming into a hospital environment that some of you may be a tad sceptical, because lots of people are open to mindfulness and obviously the idea that mindfulness and the mind-body connection has an impact on healing, but less people I find are actually aware of the impact it has on pain, and particularly chronic pain. Now, to be clear, I'm not here to tell you that pain is all in the mind, but I'm also here to tell you that pain is in the mind. So the mind has a huge impact on how you deal and process with pain. And, we've all heard those stories, haven't we, of, the surfer on the surfboard who just felt a bump and suddenly realised then after some time that he's lost his leg to a shark. Or, the story of Ronald Reagan, who, for those of you who don't know, was an actor way back when and then became a president, and who got shot. And a year after he got shot, he survived, but a year after he got shot, he was actually talking to, I think it was the Acting Guild, and he basically said, acting school is teaching you all wrong. We don't, when you're at acting school, you're kind of taught, okay, bang, the gun's shot, and then ow, the actor feels pain. But actually, he said, it was quite a while before he actually felt any pain, and it wasn't until he actually went to breathe and found shortness of breath that him and his security detail had actually realised he'd been shot. So we hear it all the time, these, big trauma, big tissue injuries happening, but where's the pain? Like, where is it coming from? Why aren't they feeling it straight away? And likewise, I've worked with amputees before, and actually I met a guy who was doing a charity walk from London to Brighton, and we got quite far. It was coming up to kilometre 80, and there were lots of people limping at this stage, and I just turned to him and said, "Oh, how you doing? Did you get a couple of blisters back there?" And he kind of went down and he kind of, tap on his leg and said, "No, it's not real." And I was really apologetic. And I said, "Oh, what's that like? It must be really difficult." And he was like, "Do you know what? I've been able to accept it. I was in the army, this happened, Took me a while, but I have been able to accept it. Knocked my confidence for a while, was a little bit anxious for a while, but I'm all okay with that now. I've kind of sorted it out and I do a lot of these things. But the real thing that bugs me is 3 o'clock on a Monday morning, I really want to scratch my ankle and my ankle's not there." So if pain is all to do with tissue damage, why are we having these stories? Why is it that an amputee can feel pain in a limb that's not there? And why is it when people can experience big trauma to the body, they don't necessarily feel it straight away? So tissue damage is not the only issue in relation to pain, and I think more and more what people are looking at is the influence or the impact that the brain has in relation to pain, because your brain's primary job is to protect you. Now, it's not there to make you happy. I think lots of people think it's just there to make you happy, and if you don't feel happy, you just want to close it off. But job of the brain is actually to protect you. So what's happening in relation to pain, and how is it that people can be shot or stabbed and feel no immediate pain? So surely if pain was all to do with tissue damage, or that what people call that pain site, then amputees' phantom limb pain, then that's not real, is it? But you'd be glad to hear that's not what I'm here to talk about. Likewise, I'm not a medic, so I've got no real right to sit here and discuss the exact mechanisms or pathways or biology of pain. But I have studied them on the back of my own experience with chronic pain 4 years ago. And it's actually part of what drew me into hypnotherapy. Now, that's a long story and I don't have time for it here. But what I really found out in my own experience of it, and I think what my clients find out and what I'm seeing more and more of, is that my lack of understanding about what pain actually is, in a weird way, contributed to it. Now, we'll touch on that again in a moment, but for now, to supplement what we're going to do, bearing in mind that I'm talking in a hospital and bearing in mind that I've probably got some skeptical listeners, and that's okay because that used to be me, I want to go into some good medical resources which cover everything we're going to discuss. And I want you to encourage yourself and everybody else around you to just go into this with a bit of an open mind, okay? So I'd encourage people to look at the work of Professor Lorimer Moseley and David Butler, who wrote the book Explain Pain. And I'd also want people to have a look at Dr. John E. Sarno, who was based in the US and actually predicted the explosion of chronic pain way back in the 80s. Now, if we look at Moseley and Butler's book Explain Pain, it's a fascinating book, quite expensive, so try and get it from your library if you can, or Google it, go onto YouTube. They have loads and loads and loads of videos, but in their book, they basically discuss the various ways that the brain actually interprets danger and therefore pain. And in its simplest summary of the book, it discusses the importance of the mind in relation to pain outcomes and to healing. At its core, it's based on years of research into pain, particularly pain which is unexplained, because we all know people who've got some pain and they don't know where it's come from, they don't know what it's about, the scans don't really show anything, but what can they do? Now, the book is also supported by over 20 randomised control studies, or RCTs, I think they call them actually, control trials. And in layman's terms, that's the gold standard of a medical study. So they have clinically shown that when you really understand your pain, and by that what they mean is they understand the importance of collaborating with your mind in relation to treating the pain, so that you understand the difference between danger and pain, and you fully understand the contributions that you make on your pain. So the importance of simple things like your words, so the words that you choose, what you think, what you believe, and what you're taught, and the meanings that you attach to pain. Provided you have a real understanding of those and you do something in relation to changing what's going on there, it will impact how you feel, it will impact how you behave, and more importantly, it will have a huge impact on how you recover. Now, the studies clearly show that by understanding and collaborating with the brain, your quality of life improves, your sleep improves, the likelihood of keeping or returning to full-time work goes up, worry decreases, pain-related expenditure decreases, and most importantly, pain overall is decreased. So they summarise their book, simplest summary they can give really, by saying that anything that changes your brain's evaluation of danger will change pain. It's that simple and as difficult as that. So that's where hypnotherapy, and particularly something I teach, RTT, can come in for those who are willing to explore the possibilities of collaborating with the mind. More and more health organisations as well, the World Health Organization, in fact, back in 2010, found that in the UK alone, there are 100 million working days lost per year, in relation to just lower back pain. That excludes neck pain, it excludes migraines, and it excludes all other forms of chronic kind of pains and illness. And their report also suggests that whilst back surgery is useful, it should only ever be used as a last resort. Because even in their own report, they say that in general, results can be disappointing, which opens the question again to what is going on in relation to chronic pain. Now, I could talk all day about this topic. Like I say, it's something I specialise on in my own private practice, and I've got numerous examples of people who have come to me in chronic pain and probably come into me going, look, I've tried everything else, I'm not convinced this is going to work, but do whatever you think, might help. And they've come away with the most fascinating results. And they've been kind of converted, if you like, just by literally dialing into the brain and the impact that the brain can have on your own mind or on your own pain and your own healing. Other things that people are finding as well is that the longer you have pain, the better your system gets at producing it. Now, remember, your brain is learning all the time. There's a thing called neuroplasticity, and this is almost the dark side of neuroplasticity, because your brain is constantly learning. And unfortunately, the longer and longer we ignore what's going on in relation to our pain, the better and better our system actually gets at producing it. So I believe in the Western world, 1 in 5 actually have debilitating chronic pain. And in the vast majority, not all, but in the vast majority of those cases, medical professionals actually appear to be unable to explain what is going on. But it's not all doom and gloom, not by a long shot, because there are things that you can do. And there are several ways which you can impact on your own pain. So you can change your words. A lot of clients come into me and they say, oh, my back pain, my this, my that. Now, I always get people to drop the word my immediately, because my is an ownership word, and I'm not sure they want to own that. So we change it to the back pain or the issue. You don't, same if people have just been through a divorce, my ex-husband, my this, my that, they're ownership words. You need to drop those if you want to let go of them. And there are several, if you look at those books and you look at those YouTube videos, there are several things that you can do, kind of tricks of the mind that you can use. But what we're going to do today is we're going to look at healing also. And we're going to look at the power of the mind in relation to healing. And in a moment, we're going to go over a recording which I call a healing vortex. Now, I use this myself quite regularly. There's nothing wrong with me right now. There's nothing wrong with me at all, but thank God. But I use it regularly on myself. I get my clients to use it regularly, and you can use it at any time. You can be well, you can be in hospital. This is just a great one for you to kind of use and kind of get to grips with the power of your mind, dialing back in with yourself in that mind-body connection. So what I'd like you to do now is I'd just like you to find a place where you can get comfortable. You could be sitting in a chair, or it could be lying in a bed. Whatever works for you, really. So just make yourself comfortable with your feet and hands just separated, lying on your back or sitting down comfortably in the chair. And I want you now to just raise your eyeballs up as high as you can reach them, like you're looking through your eyebrows. And now, whilst you're looking up, I want you to picture a real or imagined spot overhead, just so your eyes are straining just a little bit, and just keep looking at that spot. Now, just inhale and hold it for a moment as you slowly exhale. Take another deep breath for a moment, and again, just exhale slowly. Now just one more breath. Hold for a second, and this time as you exhale, I want you to keep your eyeballs up, but close your eyelids right down. That's right. That's perfect. And as you keep those eyelids shut, the muscles and nerves are becoming heavy, droopy, drowsy around your eyes. And now you can forget all about your eyes and just allow a drifting, floating feeling to develop in your body. Don't try and make anything happen. Just drift and float and float and drift, allowing that drifting, floating sensation to continue. And now, just imagine 10 steps. 10 steps going down in front of you. And those 10 steps could be anywhere. There could be 10 steps to a beach, or 10 steps to a garden, 10 steps in your home, or maybe even the most amazing hotel you've ever stayed in. And now, what I want you to do is I want you to lower your chin ever so slightly and get that same looking down feeling as if you're looking down a flight of stairs. And just lower that chin, looking down those stairs. And as I count, you're going to feel yourself and see yourself taking each and every step. And you might find it helps to see your feet, feel your feet, and hear your feet treading each and every step. So, you're moving on to step 10 now, right now, with that gentle looking down sensation. And you're taking step 10. As every muscle, every nerve turns loose, lets loose, and you go deeper. You're taking step 9 now, as a wave of relaxation flows across your body, and you're going deeper and deeper with each and every step. You're taking step 8, and you can see your feet, feel your feet, and hear your feet treading each and every step as you move down, drift down, travel down to an even deeper level. You're taking step 7 now, going deeper with every sound that you hear and every movement around you. You're taking step 6, and you're going twice as deep now with every number I count. You're taking step 5 now, and you know that you're halfway there and twice as deep as you were a few moments ago. You're taking step 4 as every muscle softens right down. You're taking step 3 as you gently, calmly, easily go on over to an even deeper level. And you're taking step 2, drifting way down, deep down, And now you're taking that final step. And as you take that final step, you just sleep deeply. And you know that sleep here just means a sleep of the central nervous system. So feeling ever so relaxed, just allow that drifting, floating feeling to continue in your body. Now I want you to imagine that hovering above your head is a vortex of energy. There's a vortex of pure healing energy hovering just above the top of your head. It's rather like a child's spinning top, and it's moving in a clockwise direction from left to right. And this vortex of healing energy now is wider than your body's widest part. It's slightly wider than your shoulders. It's slightly wider than your hips. And this vortex of energy now is very soon going to enter your body and move right through your body, keeping your body well within its sphere. And as it moves through your body now, it's rebalancing, realigning, soothing, healing and repairing, revitalizing anything that needs it. And you can see that this healing energy vortex now is moving from left to right. And right now, you're going to select a colour, a really healing colour that is perfect and right for you. It may be a bright white light, a beautiful pink, a ruby red, a shimmering turquoise, or a deep sapphire blue. This colour is absolutely perfect and right for you. It is healing and it is powerful, and now it is time to heal. And you can feel the tail, the very tip of that vortex now, like that child's spinning top, just touching the top of your head. And as that healing energy vortex now moves into your body, and as it moves into your body, all of your energies are realigning to match the energy of this healing energy vortex. It's moving down through your face now and moving into your throat. And your throat is an area that is all to do with emotions. And this healing energy vortex moves into your throat. It is slowing right down now. And as it's slowing down, it's doing all that healing work that needs to be done. It allows you to have a voice. You speak up and you speak out now. You can speak beautifully. You can speak in front of groups of people. You can speak to any profession. You can speak with people around you, people you don't know. You always speak up and speak out, and you have a voice. You have a voice, and that voice makes sense. It is eloquent and interesting and correct, because this healing energy vortex now is slowing down in the area of your throat, and it is rebalancing, realigning, repairing and revitalizing everything to do with speaking, swallowing and even digesting. Now this healing energy vortex is covering your shoulders. It's moving down further into your body and moving down to your chest, slowing right down now in your chest as it begins to cover your heart. And as this healing energy vortex covers your heart, it's doing the most profound, the most healing work. It's erasing, eradicating and eliminating and removing all previous heartache, any pain and any old hurts, any issues with rejection or abandonment, or feeling not enough. You're enough. Your heart knows it and feels it. It's been there beating for you every day. Your body knows it, your mind knows it, and your heart knows you're enough. All old hurts are wiped away as this healing energy vortex slows right down now and covers and embraces your heart. This healing energy vortex now is rather like a broom. As it moves through your body, it is gathering in front of it any toxic feelings, any toxic substances, anything that should not be in your body, any impurities, any toxins, but also any toxic thoughts, and also any toxic memories left in your heart, in your mind, in your throat, in your stomach, or anywhere at all. They are now moving ahead of this healing energy vortex, soon to be moved out of your body forever. And as this healing energy vortex leaves your heart open and happy, open to healing, open to love, open to knowing that you are lovable and you are enough. You always have been and you most certainly will be. This healing energy now is moving down through your ribs, balancing, repairing and strengthening. And now it is focusing on your spine, and it is making your spine so incredibly strong, because your spine is your support system. And as this healing energy vortex rebalances each of the vertebrae and every nerve and muscle around your spine, it is balancing and soothing and helping all the muscles around your neck. Your spine is so strong, and it is a metaphor for the fact that you are both supported and absolutely supporting. And now this healing energy vortex is moving down through your lungs, balancing your breathing. You breathe properly and you breathe deeply. You breathe just like a child. Your stomach moves when you breathe, because all breathing comes from the diaphragm. It has nothing to do with your shoulders. You breathe in and you breathe out. The top part of this healing energy vortex now is moving again, and it is moving and healing as it moves towards your stomach, moving into your solar plexus. And you can see that your stomach is being made perfect, and you can see that every cell, every nerve in your stomach also works perfectly. You're commanding, directing and instructing your stomach to work perfectly. Your digestion is perfect. Your metabolic rate is perfect with whatever you eat. Your metabolic rate does a phenomenal job of making your digestion perfect, and your metabolic rate speeds up as it utilizes it. You take in energy and you use energy efficiently. Your body feels more perfect than ever, more alive, because your metabolic rate now, your metabolism, is becoming perfect. Your metabolic rate and your metabolism is perfect. That healing energy vortex is now moving from your shoulders down to your upper arms, down to your forearms, down to your fingers. And you're noticing right now a tingling sensation in your fingertips. And as you focus on that tingling sensation, it increases all by itself. And you can just notice now that happening, and focusing on that tingling in your fingertips and noticing it increasing. This increased cell activity that you are programming, directing and commanding each and every cell to work perfectly. As you focus on that tingling in your fingertips, and as it increases, you know you're doing a stellar job. That healing energy vortex now is moving from your stomach. It is moving into your hips, moving from your upper back and into the small of your back, as every muscle, every nerve feels strong. That healing energy vortex now starts to move out of your stomach, moving in front of you every toxin, every chemical, and every substance that should not be there. This healing energy vortex now is pushing everything out of your stomach that should not be there. It's pushing everything out of your lungs that should not be there. It's cleansing your body and your blood of toxins and substances that just should not be there. But it's also cleansing any toxic thoughts or substances that should not be there. And now this healing energy vortex is moving into your gut. It's moving into your bowel, taking out residues of old stuff, any toxicity, any chemical. It's being pushed and shoved ahead of that healing energy vortex right now. And it is going to move it out of your body in just a moment, out of your mind and out of your life. And now that healing energy vortex is moving through your legs. Everything that does not belong in your mind, your body, your psyche, anything at all, any imprint, impression or memory, any imperfection, any hurt that you no longer want in your life, is being pushed ahead of this healing energy vortex. And you can feel that old stuff moving down towards your knees now, down towards your calves, and your calf muscles are feeling incredibly heavy. As this healing energy vortex, the tip of it, starts to move to the soles of your feet. And now I want you to imagine that you're opening a valve in the soles of your feet, and all that stuff is coming out, rather like an egg timer with a crack or a hole in the bottom. So all the sand starts to tip out and pour out and drain out of your body and out of your life. You can feel this kind of sand pouring out of your body, tipping out of your body, taking out everything that should not be there. And while you feel this sand trickling, pouring and moving out of your body yet again, you're commanding, instructing and directing, compelling and programming your body to go back, way back to its perfect coding, back to its original imprint and impression, back to that original DNA, so that everything is working perfectly, naturally and beautifully and wonderfully, just as nature intended it to. And you can feel all those negative thoughts and feelings and imprints and memories being shoved ahead of that vortex now, leaving your body, draining out of the soles of your feet. And that tingling that you're feeling in your fingers, or that you were feeling in your fingers, is now being felt in the tips of your toes. And you can feel a tingling in your toes, a tingling in the soles of your feet. And again, as you focus on it, it's increasing all by itself. So, I'm going to allow you now to just have a few moments of silence, to really feel that energy vortex in your body, slowly, very slowly. And you can feel the sand of that negative energy leaving your body. And as it leaves your body, all that's left behind is purity and well-being and feeling so good. So again, you're focusing on the things you want to feel, the things you wish to repair and heal. Just let yourself go deeper, drift deeper, and just let yourself let go. And just let yourself go deeper now and deeper. And as this heavy sand leaves your body, you're growing in such confidence because you did something different. It's a testament to who you are and what you're about. Your healing is important to you. Your mind knows it. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. So just feel that healing energy vortex. Feel it replacing and healing you. And you know what you need to do to heal any organ. Your mind has an incredible power to help you heal any organ. So if you have any organ that needs to be healed, I want you to see that organ as shiny and healthy and new. And I want you to see that and have that. So go on seeing any organ you need to heal or want to heal, and go on seeing it as perfect. Your skin is an organ. Your skin is the largest organ in your body, and it responds to your thinking. It responds to everything you think, every word you say, and every picture you create. And your skin is perfect now. You visualize your skin as perfect. Your complexion is just perfect. Your beautiful complexion is perfect, and you have perfect skin. Your skin heals easily, and your skin is nourished. You have soft, satiny, smooth, perfect skin. So just go deeper and drift deeper. And I want you now to imagine your skeletal system is perfect. Your skeletal system is perfect now, and your muscles are perfect. They're perfectly relaxed right now, and you can feel that because your body feels that, and you feel so incredibly well right now. Your skin is perfect, your weight is becoming perfect, or it is perfect, and your self-esteem is phenomenal. Your ability to speak up and speak out is perfect, and your breathing is perfect. You breathe deeply from the diaphragm, and anything that needs to be unblocked is unblocked. Your breathing is perfect. Your skin is moist and satiny and smooth and perfect, and you feel so incredibly strong just listening to this recording. So wonderful and so well. You sleep perfectly every night. Your hearing is perfect, and you hear exactly what you need to hear here, because your mind will remember everything it needs to remember and forget everything it needs to forget. So just let yourself go deeper now and deeper, and just allow yourself to drift and float. Just drift and float just one last time, as you're commanding your body, directing your body, compelling your body to go back, way back to that original DNA and that original coding. and you have a phenomenal memory. You have phenomenal confidence, and you have phenomenal coping skills. You believe in yourself, and your memory is outstanding. Your confidence is outstanding, and you have the most perfect metabolism now. Your joints are starting to work perfectly, and you feel amazing. So in a minute, you're going to slowly, easily, and calmly come back to your full awareness, absolutely knowing with unshakable confidence that you have phenomenal coping skills and a phenomenal body and a phenomenal mind, because they're always adapting. And just by listening to this recording, you show clearly to yourself and to your mind the importance of you, and the importance of your healing, and the importance of going forth to the rest of your life with increasing confidence. So just feel those last remnants of heavy sand now, dropping out of the soles of your feet, and feel the valve in your feet start to close. Start to close just slowly and gradually now, and everything is new and healthy and shiny and perfect. Now I know a lot of people say that this is just an idea, but it's something that you've already done so well. So you're going to begin to just take a breath more deeply than ever before. And you'll become more and more balanced by doing so, because you're taking in more oxygen, and you're pushing that oxygen through all the capillaries, through your entire system, and it's feeding you the right things in your body, and feeding you the right things in your mind. Now, as a phenomenal therapist, I'm going to cancel any negative suggestion that anyone has ever given you, including me. So that's right. Just relax in comfort. You see, it's so pleasant to know that you can learn from unpleasant things and then move on. You don't need to walk across hot coals to have confidence. You need to turn things around. Well, nobody's really asked what things, but what we're learning here today is a whole new way of feeling the world. Because while you go back to knowing what you've mentally known, you're going to actually know more than you did before. Because as you return to your full awareness now, your mind is remembering everything it needs to remember and forgetting everything it needs to forget. Your days will be happier now because your mind is ready, and ferociously ready, to learn new things, because we have places to go and people to be. So as I count back now from 5 to 1, or from 1 to 5, you'll start to come back to your full awareness. So on 1, starting to feel the need to stretch, knowing that you've had a great session and this has been a great recording. On 2, starting to feel awake and alert and fully energized. And on 3, filling up your lungs and taking all those good feelings with you. On 4, you're almost ready. And on 5, you will open your eyes. Now that's been the Healing Energy Vortex, and I know that some of you won't have experienced that before, or won't have realised the impact in relation to the mind-body connection, but there you go, you just had it. So if you do need any more help, or you do need anything more from me or any of my colleagues, please contact us at the Disability Foundation. Like I say, we're a charity based within the hospital, and we offer all types of complementary therapy to staff, patients and to family members. In fact, anyone at all can become a member. And you can find out more about us and the work that we do on our website. So if you go to www.tdf.org.uk, we would love to see you. So again, be good to yourself, guys, and thank you for listening.